What's up guys, it's Nico here, back with another video. The 2019 NBA free agency has officially begun and I'm so excited on what's going to happen each day. It would be awesome to see which teams will be on the rise and which star will thrive on this potentially new team. There are a lot of rumors going around right before free agency starts, and that's to be expected considering how most contenders are trying to snag an all-star because of how open the race is for the championship next season. Because of that, I'm expecting that these trades might happen which can potentially shake up the league and make contenders out of pretenders. Before anything else, can we try getting 1,000 likes on this video? It will really help out the channel and only takes 1 second of your day, guys. Anyway, here are the 3 blockbuster trades that will shock the NBA this summer. For the first trade, the Celtics received Steven Adams and Hamidou Diallo, while the Thunder received Gordon Hayward and a 2020 Celtics first round pick in return. NBC, Sports Boston, and several websites published a report that a 25-year-old Kiwi native is on Boston's short list of centers that they wish to bring in on the team. If the Celtics do sign Kemba Walker, I see them trying to move Hayward's contract, especially if there are centers like Adams available in the market. Steven Adams will be on the trade block this summer as the Thunder hope to improve their roster and improve on their 2 consecutive first-round exits. Considered by many as one of the strongest players in the NBA, there are a variety of ways he can improve the Celtics roster. He is coming off a season in which he averaged 13.9 points per game while putting up career highs in rebounds with 9.5, 1.6 assists, 1.5 steals per game in the 2018-2019 season. He's also one of the most efficient scorers in the NBA today with a career average of 59% from the field. He is also one of the best big men in defense, as evident by his 1.5 steals and 1 block a game last season. Although I don't see Adams being able to stretch the floor like how Joel Embiid or Brook Lopez, but this is a player who knows his role and will fit in the system on what they're trying to do in Boston. Hamidou Diallo on the other hand gives the Celtics a young guy that they can put in the rotation immediately since Diallo was able to show glimpses of what he can do for his team when he gets it going. The 6'5" guard can back up Brown or Tatum in short spurts whenever they take a break. Moving on to Gordon Hayward, the former All-Star is still coming back from a bad leg injury that he suffered 5 minutes into the 2017-18 season. He's under contract for $32.7 million next season and has a player option for $34.1 million in the 2020-2021 season. That's nearly $13.5 million more than Adams is owed over the next 2 seasons. A bit expensive on the books, but I believe he's primed for a breakout season this year, and with the Thunder severely limited by what he can do this upcoming season, I think they should take a gamble on Hayward, who's capable of producing 15 to 17 points a night, being the third option. With Hayward in OKC, he could add another dimension to their offense outside Westbrook and Paul George, and some timely shooting and playmaking from time to time. Hayward will have a full season under wraps already, and looks like he could fit in nicely with the star duo of OKC. He already had a couple of 30-point performances last year and could be their third reliable option. In order to have a little breathing room for the Thunder, I suggest trading Andre Robertson and or Patrick Patterson elsewhere so that the salaries on their books might lessen. If this deal pushes through, Boston will have that big man to pair with Kemba Walker if ever he signs, and their young core plus another young asset. For the Thunder, this provides them the perimeter talent that they need and be able to play much faster now that Adams is out of the lineup. They also get a 2020 first round pick of the Celtics and maybe another second round pick as a closer since they'll be absorbing Hayward's huge contract. For the second trade, the Blazers receive Kevin Love, while the Cleveland Cavaliers get Myers Leonard, Maurice Harkless, Scala BCA, and a 2020 first round pick. The Blazers were able to overachieve last year by reaching the Western Conference Finals despite losing the borderline star in Yusuf Nurkic. Can you guys just imagine a Nurkic and Kevin Love pairing in the front court along with Dame and CJ at the point guard and shooting guard spot? That's potentially a top 3 team in the West for me. Since the Blazers are capped with their salaries, the only way they can make noise is either signing cheap free agents or by making blockbuster trades to improve their roster. With Enes Kanter looking for other potential suitors such as the Lakers, Kings, and Clippers, I don't see him resigning with the Blazers for a discount, considering how he's still effective even with the bum shoulder for majority of the playoffs. Al-Farouq Aminu looks like he'll be packing his bags as well, since he's an unrestricted free agent and might look for a nice payday. Kevin Love fits the team perfectly here, a player who has averaged a career double-double, being dominant on the boards and reliable from deep as well. He is also one of the league's premier big man snipers and has the experience of winning a championship and playing with one of the greatest players of all time. When Yusuf Nurkic comes back, I don't see his style of playing crashing with Kevin Love's, since Kevin will be mostly in the perimeter while Nurkic should feast down low. This is a risk worth taking for the Blazers, especially with how the West can potentially have a new team to represent it in the finals after half a decade of dominance by the Warriors. For Cleveland, it won't hurt to have a player like Labissiere and see what the young big man could do for the young Cavaliers. He's able to play the 4 and 5 spot and the ability to make shots from beyond the arc as well. At just 23 years old, that's a talent they can try to develop. They can also either both use Myers Leonard and Mo Harkless as trade chips once they're eligible in exchange for picks or other young assets they might want to add to their squad. A lottery protected first rounder from Portland should be the sweetener in order for this trade to come to life. And for the last trade, the Kings receive Clint Capella, the Rockets get Jimmy Butler, while the 76ers get Eric Gordon, Bogdan Bogdanovic, the 2022 Kings first round pick, and a 2023 Rockets first round pick. Daryl Morey has already said just a few weeks back that he's prepared to trade Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, or Eric Gordon in order to inject some life to this team, and just recently are targeting Jimmy Butler to bring into their squad. For this trade to work, the Sixers would have to execute a sign and trade with the Rockets at Butler's 4-year max and add the third team into the mix in order for all the salaries to match. Bring in the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are one of the teams that's interested in trading for Capella, since it looks like Willie Cauley-Stein is looking at other free agent suitors. In Capella, Sacramento will have the chance to have one of the best young big men in the league. He's coming off his best season as he averaged career highs with 16.6 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. He also shot an extremely efficient 64.8% from the field and added 1.5 blocks per game. The potential of pairing Capella with Marvin Bagley seems like a pairing that the Kings might pull off, and their high energy near the rim should almost guarantee a rebound or put back once they get into position. The Aaron Fox will also get a new pick and roll partner, as well as someone who's better than Cauley-Stein in all aspects of the game. For the Rockets, despite all the news and red flags about his behavior, Jimmy Butler is still one of the most versatile two-way players in basketball right now. Aside from the obvious of being a reliable second option for the Rockets, Houston will be able to utilize the 6'8" forward to play solid on-ball defense against the best offensive talents the NBA has to offer night to night. Butler would grant Harden and Paul with like a quality option who can generate his own offense by moving without the ball as well. Just like in the most recent playoffs, Jimmy was able to show as well that he can handle the ball and be able to create plays for his teammates. I think this will be beneficial for Harden and Paul as they try to score off the ball, which can definitely surprise a lot of teams considering they're always used to guarding them in isolation. For the 76ers, Bogdan Bogdanovic can serve as a starting 2-guard if ever they don't get to re-sign JJ Redick this offseason. In his last season with the Kings, Bogdan was able to put up averages of 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game while making around 42% of his total shots from the floor, 36% of his shots from beyond the arc, and 83% of his free throw attempts. On the other hand, Eric Gordon can be the spark they need off the bench, considering how he can get hot so fast whenever he makes his first few shots, and should be utilized well in the 76ers lineup. Lastly, the Sixers also get the first round picks of the Kings and Rockets as one of their extra hauls in trading an all-star like Jimmy Butler. What do you guys think about the trades? Is there something you want to see that I didn't get to mention? Let me know in the comment section below and I'll check it whenever I can. If you enjoy watching more content like this, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you enjoy all things NBA, and we will meet again. For everyone who's subscribed already, I just want to say thanks for supporting as always, and I'll make sure to deliver the best videos to you guys every chance I get. This is Pacific Hoops, signing off.